and then moved to the States about 15 years ago. So I've lived in Florida, Northern California, Atlanta, Boston, and now here. Right now, I would say just really going through a lot of life transitions. You know, I had an amazing opportunity fall into my lap about 9 weeks ago. You know, unbelievable position, incredible, you know, financial, you know, salary and dream job. Sorry, I have 2 dogs, one on either side. So he's actually one of them. He's right here.
Oh.
So I keep turning, and Bella, she's sleeping. So I keep turning to pat him. And so in a nutshell, the dream job just turned into a nightmare really quickly, and needed to basically walk away from any identity that I held to that. And it was the same times that the San Diego fires were going on, and you know, some friends had lost their parents, or you know, a really good friend of mine's sister, who's quite young, was just diagnosed like with bone cancer. So there'd been a lot that had been going on that really were nudging me to reconnect with a lot of like my healing gifts. You know, over the years of yoga, meditation, nutrition, shaman, Reiki, you know, all of those things that I kind of always have done on the like stealth mode. And I did have my own health coaching business back in Boston, and needed to like step away for that for a little bit, just for my own self-care, and put a little bit of focus on myself. So now I feel like the universe is nudging me back out, and simultaneously definitely deeply connecting back to myself, and then coming out to express myself and play in my community and in the world in a new way, if that makes sense.
What's the new way that you're envisioning? Do you have a vision for that, or is it something that you're looking to kind of materialize?
I mean, on a personal level, I mean, that's just play and love and joy, and really allowing myself to be seen a little more, and not for the reason to be seen, but to share a lot. You know, I'm more on the quieter side, so you know, just share a little bit more of you know, I deeply care, I deeply feel. You know, sometimes being out in a lot of people can be like energetically overwhelming, but I have like such a deep desire to connect with people, and so just to share a little bit more of myself with the community. And then professionally, you know, I have a couple of, you know, projects that are starting, but I just found this company that takes people through how to do vision quests. And, you know, so I'm going on a vision quest in November, and then looking to learn how to facilitate like reconnecting with self on like wilderness trips and that type of thing. So that's going to incorporate a lot of my training over the last 10 years. So I'm pretty excited by that, to see what happens. Yeah.
Sounds like some amazing things are unfolding after this, you know, seemingly challenging opportunity that presented itself with this dream job that turned into, like you had mentioned, a nightmare. it's prepping you for something really awesome and amazing. And each of the things that you outlined that you're looking to create in your life, as you were sharing them, I was like, wow, sounds like, you know, that's something that she would find within the community that I've surrounded myself with in the Evo room. You know, the play
Mhm.
aspect, of course, that's like number one, because that's my life and I want everything to be fun, every moment of life to be as fun as possible. Um, and then when you spoke into getting out there again, as far as your coaching and your healing practices, and your gifts. Well, within the Evo room, we're looking for more individuals who have those gifts, and we want to share them with the world through this platform, you know, and also connecting with people. Well, you know, of course, in the Evo room and many places in Encinitas, that's available, but within what we're doing now, that's the main core, like, essence of what we're doing is connecting people to themselves, connecting
Mhm.
them to others, and connecting them to all of life. And that's, you know, the theme of this actual um, Evo room coming up is connection, which is our source of power. So really,
Mhm.
just, you know, as you were sharing, is really amazing, watching the synchronicities and, you know, things connect on that level. So I'm really happy about that. And a question of mine was, what actually brought you here to San Diego?
End of well, simultaneously end of a 13-year relationship and work. So
Mm,
universe just kind of orchestrated uh, my work. When I stepped away from my own health coaching business, I had been doing a lot of training with the Chopra Center, and a good friend of mine is Max Simon, who's Dr. David Simon's son, who's the co-founder of the Chopra Center, and so I joined with Max in his business. And this is not the company that I was just talking about that I just left. But I'd spent 5 years with him, learning all about business and all of that. So um, yeah, so definitely life change. Really just shaking that up. And then yeah, I mean also right now the same time as transitioning from this last job, my 3-year relationship after that recently ended. So, we're still trying to navigate all of that and still very care for each other. So
mm.
it's that's still very much um, like a tough part for me.
Good. It's the tough parts that help us grow into who we're meant to become, you know.
Absolutely.
So although I know I feel for you, I empathize, you know, with the sadness that, you know, that arises from a situation like this. But outside of that, I see that this is going to strengthen you and help you grow and really come into who you are again and who you're meant to be in this world. So
Hmm.
it's like the bittersweetness of relationships. I just came out of a 10-year relationship, 5 years of that being married, so I can understand like where, you know, where you're coming from. I just signed the divorce papers like 3 months ago, so I feel for you.
Yeah, yeah, that, and it doesn't matter how amicable the divorce can be or how conscious the completion can be. It's still very much a process and a loss and a grieving, and I've just spent even being deeply in love, for the last 3 years, I didn't realize that there was some guilt that I had for not keeping my commitment to like my vows, like for
Mm,
better or worse. I mean, I did for 13 years, for
mm,
better or worse, or sickness and health, and I was like, how can I allow myself to fully love somebody else like I promised, and
mm,
I'm a relationship girl. I love to be in deep connection and intimacy with somebody. So I definitely still had some healing and some releasing and you know, honoring about that sometimes even with the most best intention and commitment, sometimes we need to, you know, my ex and I obviously had a different spiritual contract.
Mm.
And, you know, we went on a different journey. And to be okay with what society may say, you know, we definitely didn't, you know, at first sign, like, I'm out of here. But yeah, we definitely just went on more of a spiritual journey and releasing myself from that to really even go deeper in you know, even what I'm processing now, you know, with previous relationship. So I'm not sure if that makes sense, but
Mm.
yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Mhm.
Totally there with you.
Hmm. So is there anything else? Any curiosity or
Hmm. Your interest in the EvoRoom. What calls it to you?
very much just um, an intuitive impulse
Hmm.
to. I saw the you know, your post yesterday, and it was really just very much to go, I need to be there. And
Hmm.
so if I were to try to put like thought, I just, for me it was just definitely a feeling that just said, you know, go play, go connect, go
Hmm.
express, go have fun,
Hmm.
go just go and enjoy the experience with amazing people.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I tend to I mean, I like my time by myself. But it just, this time in my life has really been about just 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 get out there, just yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would just definitely say just more of a deep intuition that said trust, go, turn up, and just be completely open to the experience without having any agenda for or expectations, you know, other than just presence and just awareness and I want to come play.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've spent so much of my life, you know, in a giving role, like, you know, probably born that way.
Hmm.
And I think there's an honoring to being joyful, to play, to be self-expressive, to like, you know, so much of the world cannot do what we get to do.
Hmm.
And, you
Hmm.
know, you know, obviously we all make our impact that we can and contribute and really be aware of like what's happening on the planet. And I mean, I'm gifted to live by the beach. You know, it's a daily devotion and an honoring to not take anything for granted. And that's people in our lives, that's experience, that's community, that's the nature, that's, you know, anything of just like not taking that for granted. And so that also includes like just having immense joy for this life experience as well.
Okay, you're in. Oh, you had me at like the first three words. So you didn't really say anymore, but I just I
Aw,
enjoyed listening to it. So I'm like,
yeah.
I'm just gonna keep listening.
Ooh,
That was awesome.
thank
That
you.
was wonderful. That felt so good receiving that and hearing that, and I'm super excited to have you on Saturday and for you to express yourself and for you to connect and just have fun. Like that's what I want to bring as my gift into the space and into your world is just an immense amount of fun
Yeah,
and joy and laughter and presence as you had shared and growth. Like I know you want to evolve, I want to evolve, and I want to help others evolve as well so that they can be the best version of themselves, be fulfilled, and standing in their own power, they light up others to stand in theirs.
right.
And this is the process and what we've created. So I'm really excited to have you, Nicola.
Yay.
Hmm.
Yay. Me too.
So, is there any questions I could answer for you?
um, how, like, what are, well, I mean, I really don't have questions about like the experience because for me it's just like I'm gonna show up and give, receive, and all of whatever unfolds. So
Hmm.
what are my what are my next steps in the sense of um,
The logistics.
yeah.
Logistically, what's next is you pay your $99 deposit, and the deposit goes towards holding your reservation. And then at the end of the experience, you decide what you want to pay.
Okay.
So if you had a shitty experience and you didn't enjoy it, then you could ask for your deposit amount back, which has never happened yet. I won't say yet, which never has happened. Um, and then if you decide that maybe the $99 is the value that you got out of it, then you could apply that as your payment. Or if you decide like this was freaking amazing and beautiful and magical and you want to give more than what you paid in deposit, you can apply the deposit and contribute more. That is our payment model. Um, and then outside of that, April will be giving you a call so she can take your deposit amount and then
Okay.
your information so that she can send you the itinerary, would tell you what to bring and what to prepare for and the address to the location and whatever other details is going out. She'll take all the information so that you'll have all of that. And then we just do the countdown till Saturday. Yes.
All sounds amazing to me. So I'm very excited. Very excited. Very excited I saw your post. Very excited that my heart just went, yes.
Mm,
Just apply, go for it, and show up. So,
yeah. I I love how the universe works and it's so perfect and how everything just kind of falls into place. Because the spots had been filled, all the way until now, and then I got your message, and I'm like, wait a second. And so I contacted you. I just felt, like you
aw,
said, that there was something that called me. Though it called, this called me. I'm like, okay, let's do this. Let's do the interview. I'm pretty sure it's already gonna work out anyway, but I'm just so happy for how things have played out, how they've unfolded, and I love that. What's the reason why we do these interviews is because we design each EvoRoom experience to be unique to the individuals that are in that group. And so this
mm-hmm,
allows us to better understand like where you're coming from and also to see, energetically how you may vibe with the others in the group. And so that's my gift is I can see that and then be like, okay, this is a perfect match here. And so I feel that with the group that we've already created thus far, like you in it and where your minds are, it's just going to create for such an amazing atmosphere that will I don't know what's going to emerge, and we don't need to know. It's just let's go do this and have some fun and see what organically emerges from the presence that we bring in each moment.
Oh, my heart's already excited. It's already like, this is gonna be so much fun.
It is.
Well,
It is.
thank you for just following your own guidance, and yeah, I look forward to connecting with April and turning up on Saturday. I will,
Awesome.
yeah, yeah.
So you
Uh,
have my number, right?
I do. You had put it in your Facebook. Yeah,
Okay,
so I do have
perfect.
that. Yeah.
So if you need anything at all, don't hesitate to
Okay.
call me. April's going to be contacting you, and then yeah, I think we're good to go.
Okay. Well, thank you. Enjoy your day.
You're
Really nice
welcome.
to
You enjoy your
connect.
day as well. It's such a pleasure connecting with you, getting to know you more, and I will see you on Saturday and be ready for a big hug. Okay?
Yes, absolutely. All right. Take
Take
care.
care.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye. There we go.